What up, rap leaders? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're visiting the village of Providence. Now down, of course, in this street is the village of Mocha, Arcadia. It's about a mile in. It's a mile down that way. We're not going to go down there today, but we will in the future. That's a scene of some confrontation with the local government. Turns out that the government of Guyana decided to exercise its right to eminent domain and took over the land of some Afro-Guyanese so that they could build their road, East Bank Bypass Road. So it was a big to-do-ment and big stir. This is the Providence Post Office and this is the Providence Police Station. And that is the Shell gas station here at Providence. And that's the Providence Primary School. Providence Primary School here at Providence on the East Bank of Demerara. Providence is a village in which we have that new mall being built by Ramnarish Sarwan, the Amazonia Mall. That's here in Providence. There's a stadium. Now you can see that in the distance. That's the cricket stadium. It's now the meeting place of choice for national gatherings under this administration. And all of this land here at Providence, 30 years ago, all of this was sugarcane field. But now it's being developed into housing and commercial property, commercial real estate. That's St. Matthew's Church and their cemetery next door here at Providence. And on this side, that's the Rubis gas station coming up. Alright, the Rubis gas station. And all this land, I suppose, will eventually become commercial or residential property in the not too distant future. 30 years ago, there was no Rubis gas station. Rubis is a Trinidad gas company, and they've moved in, I think, 20 years ago, certainly within the last 2 decades, and are now a major supplier of gasoline and cooking gas. It's methane, butane, and kerosene. I think they also supply the aircraft fuel, jet fuel at the Timeri airport and at Ogo, Rubis. But here I'm showing you some of the development, some of the industrial development that's occurring on the east bank of Demerara. Stuff that you don't normally get to see if you just hang around the city of Georgetown. I'm making a video all this month, in fact a number of videos all this month, about the rapid growth and expansion and development in Guyana, not necessarily in Georgetown, but all over the country. And the last few videos I showed you what's happening at Timeri, plans for the new Silica City, but more than that, all along the east bank of Demerara, there's development along the riverbank. A lot of shipping companies are moving in. These are offshore or shore-based support companies for the oil and gas industry, as well as importers, vehicle importers, heavy machinery importers. All of this stuff has to come here on a ship. And so a lot of the shipping companies are located along the bank of the Demerara River. This is Sterling Products. It's another major manufacturer, major competitor to the Bihari group, where they manufacture some of the local spices, curry, and Igloo ice cream. Sterling products include Igloo ice cream. Some of their curries in this Ricks and Sari curry powder is made by Sterling products. Indi curry powder is made by the Bihari group. So this, guys, is the industrial side of the East Bank of Demerara. This is the East Bank public road. That's the headquarters of Sterling Products Limited and headquarters of Igloo Ice Cream over there in green and light green. And I guess they're located along the bank of the river, so on the back side of these buildings is the Demerara River. And so I suppose they have their own port and their port facilities and their shipping company in the back of this building. Demerara Contractors and Engineers Limited. They're located in the back there too, as you can see from that building. They're shipping containers. So this is what's happening at Providence on the east coast of Demerara on Monday the 5th of May. Sorry, on Thursday the 5th of May, Cinco de Mayo 2023. In Guyana. It's just a way to get a flavor, a feel for what is happening as far as growth and development in the fastest growing country in the world. And this is just what's happening on the coast. We haven't even begun to show you what's happening deeper in the country in some of the other cities along the coast. Now, the last time we were in this neck of the woods, I showed you the Amazonia Mall and the new Starbucks that's located here at Providence. New Starbucks coffee shop is located here at Providence. This is a new building that's being built next door to an older industrial building. I don't know who owns that. I can bet that's not going to remain vacant for very long because of all the rapid expansion and growth in Guyana. Over here, Farfan and Mendez. So this is Farfan and Mendez that have their headquarters over here. Alright, this is their superstore, another hardware store similar to Gaffur's, similar to Home Depot and Rona and so on. That's Farfan and Mendez superstore here on the East Bank at Providence. And of course down at the back there's a shipping company. There's a shipping company along the bank of the Demerara River. Unicomer, that's Ports has one of their buildings over here. This is the entrance to Providence. I've actually showed a video of this neighborhood about 2 or 3 years ago. No, I think almost 10 years ago. So if you go back to previous video, I've actually shown Greenfield Park here in Providence. Just take a quick look. Some of these homes, if you go back 10 years ago, I think I made a video of Greenfield Park. I'm not going to go show you all of the park here. Providence Masjid over here. But yeah, I've actually shown a video previously of Greenfield Park. I will probably come back and give a tour of Greenfield Park in future, but for now Morning. For now, that's Providence. Right, I've shown a video of Providence before. I'm not gonna. A video of the park before. I'm not gonna include it in this video. We'll come back another day and take a look. This is one of the older great gated communities here in Georgetown, here in Providence Greenfield Park, and as a side that faces the back of it is towards this highway. But that's Providence, guys. Over here is a local bobcat rental and sales facility. The other side, that's the Guyall gas station. Coming up there, Guyall gas station. These are the homes in Greenfield Park. And in the distance, that's a familiar landmark we've seen before in many of our previous videos. That's the Ramada Hotel and Princess Casino. Ramada Hotel and Princess Casino in the distance, and on that direction, that's the Amazonia Mall. That's the Amazonia Mall with the new Starbucks facility next door to the Providence Stadium. Oh, that's the Guyall gas station. Right, that's the Providence, the stadium here at Providence. The cricket stadium. Providence behind this wall. So that should give you an orientation of where we are, this neck of the woods. Stadium parking lot of the Providence Stadium. From here you can better see the Ramada, the hotel and casino, Princess Casino, and the new Amazonia Mall and its Starbucks over there. So that's where we are in this neck of the woods. Tulsi Prasad Limited is over here. Tulsi Prasad is another hardware contractor and dealer, similar in scale to Sterling Products and Gaffurs, Rahamans, some of the older industrial groups and families operating in Guyana, Nabi, the contractors and so on. So these are the guys responsible for some of the major roadworks and infrastructure works in Guyana. As we come to the end of this video at the Providence Junction, that is the junction that takes you into the Amazonia Mall. It's a stadium. This shows you some of what's happening here on the east bank of Demerara. Some of the changes. So those of you who have lived in Guyana and who've been in this neck of the woods before, recently or in the distant past, can compare what is here today to what was here in the past, and you can get a feel for, an estimate, measure of the changes, the rapid expansion and the growth of the economy from what you can see in these videos. So there you have it, guys. Providence on the east bank of Demerara. This is one of the overpasses. These overpasses were built during the expansion, the widening of this road, to help pedestrians cross from one side to the other because of how difficult it now is to cross the road in traffic. I don't know if people are using them as they should, but they certainly will save lives if people do use them. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in Guyana, one of the fastest growing countries in the world, and show them how the oil and gas industry is transforming Guyana's industry and housing and residential neighborhoods. In the comments below, tell me what you think about the East Bank development here on the East Bank, and let me know what else you'd like to see in these videos in the next month or so about development along the East Bank of Guyana, the East Bank of Demerara. Later!